When your power goes out, remember just how inconvenient your life can be. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you'll have power when you need it. Our Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted. Get a free 10-year warranty with the purchase of any air-cooled generator. Call Generac Generators today. Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Sponsored by Generac Generators. Life is primitive without power. And Total Air.
Well, hello everybody. Hope you all had a great holiday weekend. Meteorologist Sally Blake here in for Dennis Phillips all week on Dennis Phillips Live. And today we got all of our red, white, and blue, not just because it was a holiday weekend, but because Team USA tonight takes on Belgium in just about 30 minutes. I know there's all sorts of watch parties across the Tampa Bay area, but if you're here tuning in with me just before the game, thank you for joining. We're on Spot, we're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. We are here talking all things weather, all things the weekend. And I am excited to be back once again. And I got my little American flag to show it. So last time when Team USA had their first game this year for the World Cup against Paraguay, I went to Al Lang Stadium and watched it, and they gave us these little flags. They also gave us these pins right here, which I know it's harder to tell, but they say on them red, white, and rowdy. So I got my little Tampa Bay Rowdies pin with us today, and I am excited, of course, for the game. All of us are going to have just a blast, of course, on the show, and hopefully we can pull off that win. If not, I might not be able to eat Belgian waffles or Belgian chocolate ever again. I'm just kidding. I probably will eat them the moment the show ends. But hopefully, at least for today, that we pull off that win, and we will see. I always say it's Monday Night Football in Seattle. At least that's the best way to put it. We're going to check in to see how you guys are doing. Hello, Maria. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Dave from Frisco, Texas. Janice from SRQ. Hello, Sarasota. Hello, Dave. Hi, Debbie from Riverview. Juliet said, I hope you enjoyed the 4th of July on Saturday. I did enjoy my 4th of July, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about my 4th of July because it was eventful to say the least. First of all, we started out on the beach. I am a beach girl, and everyone was saying, Allie, most Floridians don't go to the beach on the 4th of July because it's crazy. Well, I wanted to go. So we went to Paso Grill. We went up early. As soon as we got there, I accidentally drove into, not hurt, but I drove behind the golf cart parade that was happening, and everyone was getting out of their golf carts, and I was like, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to find parking, but that was cool to see all the golf carts lit up in their red, white, and blue, and we had a fun time. A shower developed nearby us, and I kept telling everyone, it's gonna miss us. I knew there were showers early, but it's gonna miss us, I promise. And actually, I wanna show you guys something really cool that I saw. So I'm gonna show you with the internet because I was shocked that I was able to see it. And let me get it pulled up for you real quick. Give me one moment real quick. Let's get this in here for you. We'll make me and the screen full. Okay, here's me and the internet. So when I was at the beach at Paso Grill at about 9:43 in the morning, I could see the storm in the distance. It was so cool, but there was a water spout out, and I was looking really close. Sometimes I think I need glasses, and then this is the moment where I realized I do not need glasses, because as I was looking out, you could see kind of right here, as it zooms in a little closer, I know you can kind of see that line. The quality is a little reduced. We had a water spout off of Paso Grill at 9:43 in the morning. I have the video muted because in the beginning I screamed because I was so excited. Nobody else noticed it for me, but I was so excited in that moment. And then I saw the showers getting a little bit closer to us and got a little nervous, but thankfully it stopped. We saw a couple of dolphins, which is always cool. That's one thing that I just love seeing along the beaches. I'm gonna put it back to me and the studio, if I can get this to work. Actually, I'm gonna keep it on this because I'm gonna show you another video in a second. But it was me, and then we had such a fun time. We then saw a manatee too. It was one single manatee, and he was so close to the shore and all the people. Everyone was moving, but it was cool just to see him swim on by. I saw plenty of fish. And then that night, I went and saw some of the fireworks, and I wanna show you guys because I was able to see from a friend's balcony of mine, not just the fireworks, but I was able to see right here the Liberty by the Bay drone show. And you can see there were fireworks in the distance and just how cool it was. Look at that. I didn't think I was gonna be able to see the drone show, but it was cool every moment seeing it kind of move on through. The Liberty by the Bay drone show, I could see the fireworks from Armature Works. I could also see the channel side fireworks. Let me guys know where you saw your fireworks too, so that was really cool. But I do wanna tell you a story just to make sure you're safe and careful. So when I did see my fireworks though, at least at this location where I was taking the drone video, so there was a bunch of us on the top of this parking garage, including a few people that decided to light off their own fireworks, which, fine, you can't tell someone to stop, but you just hope with a bunch of random people on the top of a parking garage that maybe they would not, or they would wait. Well, they lit off a couple of them and they were loud, and they were, of course, he was fairly close. And then right about 10 minutes in, about like 9:15, the guy said, "This one's gonna be a good one, guys." And we all were like, okay, great, I can't wait to see it. Well, the guy lit off the firework and there was a mishap because it exploded on the ground and was very close to hitting all of us on the ground. Everyone got really mad at him, obviously, because we're random people just trying to watch fireworks in the drone show. And yeah, it was definitely something. So I'm happy I'm here. Still have a little PTSD from it. Someone asked we're using Max. But yeah, that was our fireworks drone show fiasco. So again, leave the fireworks up to the professional. Thankfully, he stopped after that because that was a little scary there. But I'm going to go back, of course, to me. And I'm going to bring you to the question of the day because that's about where we're segueing to right now as we get into the rest of today. So, of course, in honor of the World Cup and my little flag right here, USA versus Belgium. Who you got? Do you guys have USA or Belgium? I know that right now, technically, we are the favorite, even though we were the underdogs. I think it'll be 2-1 United States. That's what I'm hoping for. I always love a good penalty kick, but we'll see where that goes. Let me know in the chat what you think. I'm going to see how it's going. Janet says no power here in North Tampa. Oh no, Janet, I hope you're getting at least some AC. Ren says hi. Hello, Linda. Hi, Jane. Hello, Richard in Clearwater. Hello, Marcia from Land O'Lakes. Let's see what else we got. What happened to stream on Friday? Yeah, Charlotte, I got in work and was told that there wasn't one. I even bought some mini pies and was going to do a mini pie eating contest, so I was kind of bummed, but I had a mini pie eating contest of myself, so that was good for me. Steven says, hello from Parkton, Maryland. We got some of our Maryland friends in the house from us. Someone wants to know if I had a good 4th of July. It was great. I saw a water spout and a manatee and a dolphin, so that to me is a good day. Hello from Brooksville, Randy. Hi, Karen. Hello, Sandy from Land O'Lakes. Rob from Lakeland. Of course, Randy says USA. Sandy says USA. Rob says Belgium. Come on, Rob. Randy says, I hope it doesn't go to overtime. I also hope it doesn't go to overtime. You know, got to go to bed too. And we are going to now go to our first break of the evening. And there's the button right here. We will be right back. All right, guys. Hi, social media. I know, Mary. It was a last-minute decision. Maria says, I agree with my soccer score. Thank you. Let's drink some water. Always got to stay hydrated, you know? Because we're going to go back to just the studio. I hope you guys all had a good weekend too. Hello, Linda from Pinellas County. All my friends there, someone said, what are you begging me for on TikTok? I may have missed the first part of the chat, but I'd like to hear from you. Dude said rain is backing up to the East Coast. Nancy says, hi, Dennis. Surprise, Nancy. It's Allie. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. You probably can't, but we are getting some pretty hefty thunder and lightning. Now we're about 30 out. At least this is from here. Randy said when the winds will shift to the east a little bit later as we get to the week. I know we're looking for some changes. Let's see where we got. I'm gonna start to move it back. Let's see the chat here. At least a better version of the chat so I can see where you guys are all saying. We're about 7 seconds away. Once we get back, I am going to go full. We saw so many strange things during the Soccer World Cup. I know, Dominique, it's definitely been interesting. And we are officially back from break. Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Allie Blake here. And we are watching for some showers and storms. Right now, I have Max 1 full. And you can see exactly what we're looking at. It is rain here in Tampa from our rooftop. I can even move our rooftop camera to show you guys all the wetness that we're getting. I mean, in Tampa, it's kind of been on and off. I'll say I was woken up at 1 a.m. last night due to the rain. And normally I'm actually I can wake up to my alarm pretty quickly, but in terms of thunder and lightning, usually I can just sleep through it, but I woke up and it sounded like for an hour it was just gonna come in through my window. So it was definitely crazy there. You could see across the board that we got some rain showers out on the camera, and we'll continue to see some stuff like that. Now, I do want to show you guys, we're gonna get into the rest of the forecast. If I can find my clicker. Sometimes I like to hide it from myself. Maybe over here, maybe not. But we also are looking out at the mainsail where we got a nice sunset this evening. I love a good sunset. It is beautiful here in Tampa Bay, and you can see some of the stuff that's going on out in the distance. Got people, looks like a family in all white about to go take some photos. I know that's something that me and my family would do at the beach. Now, most of us are sitting in the upper 70s and also the mid 80s, depending on your location. I mean, we were at 84 Wesley Chapel, 87 Newport Richie, 87 Tampa, Bradenton, St. Pete, 77 Winter Haven, also Avon Park. I'm gonna go back so you can see me and the graphics so I can talk a little bit about them to you guys. Hello, hello, hi David. Hello, Dar, hello, Renz. Stella's hoping for no more thunder. I know, my Lexi girl doesn't want any more thunder either. Hopefully we can get you some rain in Pinellas. Hello, Sandy. Linda wanted to know, yes, Dennis will be back next week on Monday. He is on vacation with his family. You know, we all need some breaks every once in a while. I'm excited. I'm taking a vacation a little bit later. Hello, Kathy. Also from rain in Carrollwood. But I do want to show you guys this because look what's right behind me, the dew points. We are sitting well into the 70s. That is air that is just, the moment it hits you, you just start immediately sweating. Your hair falls, it is gross, and that's pretty much what we're seeing. Some spots still feeling like 100, like Brooksville, Clearwater, St. Pete. At least in the interior, we're feeling more in the 70s and 80s because we do have a little bit of some milder air, but look at radar. I mean, it was busy earlier. We're starting to see a little bit of a pullback in Tampa, also in Pasco County and Hernando as well. We're gonna zoom in and I can show you guys, look, right over the airport, right over the station. Look at all that lightning, even moving closer to about 275. Also the Mango Seffner area, the Notasassa, getting closer to USF. We have some thunderstorms. Also the Gandy Bridge just decided also it wants to be a little bit wet right now. I'm gonna move it back so you guys can see the graphics full screen because I just think this would be a little bit easier to do a little radar tour. You can see Dade City, Zephyr Hills, 98 in Pasco County looking pretty wet, 75 to the north of Lacoochee as you're getting in Sumter County also looking wet. You zoom out a little further, showers, Winter Haven, Bartow, Lakeland, Lake Wales, Auburndale, Legoland looking a little wet. At least the storms are starting to move away. And most of the showers earlier in Sarasota County are kind of on the fringe between Northport and Charlotte County. Little lightning, nothing as crazy, but I know some people were traveling, of course, for the holiday. But look at all the showers from Texas to Florida, all the way in the deep south, moving to the Midwest, up to New York. it has just been wet and stormy. I know my friends in Maryland were saying that it was really tough to get the fireworks in over the past couple of days. Hopefully, you know, we can get some delayed fireworks shows, but hopefully no flights are too delayed. I will say as we get to about 9:30, a few isolated showers are possible here in the Tampa Bay area. Most of us should start to diminish all the activity, and then we wake up again with us mostly into the 70s, low to mid 70s on your Tuesday morning. Maybe go get some breakfast or a nice coffee. That's what I say because it'll be humid out there. We get to about almost near 90 at lunchtime, a few isolated showers. It's your Taco Tuesday. Maybe you're tacoing with some air conditioning by. That's what I would say. Most of us get in the low to mid 90s by the afternoon, 4:30. And if you're going to the Rays game right now, the Rays versus Yankees series, this will be a great series for our Tampa Bay Rays. Most of the showers should be gone by then, but the humidity hangs around. Wednesday, very similar, lesser rain chances though, as we get into the next little stretch, some showers along the beaches. And then by 7:30, I think most of that rain is gone, which is good because 7 p.m. tomorrow is where we have Post Malone and Jelly Roll at Raymond James Stadium. I expect it to hopefully be dry, but hot and humid. Make sure you're careful if you're going to the concert. Another thing we want to talk about is air and dust. It's actually making us really dry, and we're not normally this dry this time of year because it's rainy season. We're in peak rainy season too. Let me zoom out for you guys so you can see me and the graphics because I just think this is important. So normally for rainy season, we do get a little bit of that humidity that starts to build back in. Also, July is our cloudiest month of the year, so we're used to that here in Florida. And the dryness of the Saharan dust is going to dry us out along with it does for the tropics. I'm going to see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Hello, Maureen from Holiday. Dominique says she's going to Paris on Thursday. 99 degrees, no AC. Oof. Linda wants to know, is this why it's so hot from the Sahara dust? Yes, because it's kind of just taking away the moisture. Kaylee says loud thunder here in Tampa. Kaylee, I can hear it from our roof right here. It is no rain in Tarpon Springs. I'm sorry, I have to walk my dog at 4:30 on a Tuesday afternoon in Crystal River. Are we good? I know, Art. That's tough. Hi, Mary and Linda. Thunder now in Davis Island. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Not a drop here in Crystal River. I know Crystal River has just been getting kind of shafted the past little bit. Again, tropics are quiet. I mean, I want to show you guys this as we look out at the bigger picture. Quiet in the Gulf, quiet Caribbean, quiet in the Atlantic. No expected development over the next 7 days. That's always what we want to see, but the temperatures are going to be warm too. I mean, look, 91 degrees, and we could get to 96 by the weekend. It is going to be hot. It is going to be humid. Oh boy, guys, we are in for it, especially as we get to your Friday. That could potentially break a record. The record is 96 back in 1990. Do you guys remember 1990? Let me know one of your favorite 1990 moments in the comments. Not to age myself, but I was not alive in 1990. Sorry, guys. But here's a look at the full 7-day forecast. I'm going to make this go full for you guys. And then we'll go to break after this. WSI, let's bring our graphics full screen. The 7-day forecast shows temperatures in the low to mid 90s pretty much throughout the next few days. We go from 93, 94, 95. But look, rain chances dropped about 20% on Thursday. So maybe a whisper of a rain chance. The majority of us are not going to see heavier downpours, but yeah, Friday is going to be hot, folks. The weekend hot too, 94 degrees both days. And then we see the afternoon pattern of some showers and storms flip back into play. So a little bit better there. We're crossing our fingers though that we get some more rain to cool us off. Ooh, I don't mean to yawn, you guys. I'm sorry about that. I get a little tired every once in a while, but we're going to roll to our next break. I'm going to put me back here in the studio and say hello, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we will be on social media. All right, let me sit back down again, friends. Oh, let's see what we got here going on. Cool to see the weather developing live. I know, it is cool to see it. Earlier today, I was watching showers and storms off in the distance. Hello, Ken from Palm Harbor. Anyone else got anything to say? Any questions, comments, concerns, cuss words? I will not say your cuss words on air, though. That is not allowed on DPL. No, I need the ban button for that. Hello, Joe. Hello, friends. How are you guys? Hi, Kyle. Hello on TikTok. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, you name it. We are here, and we are seeing some really hot temperatures. It has just been hot out there, folks. The summer is here. The dog days of summer. And that's exactly what we're looking at talking about, and so else. Linda said, is anyone freezing? Linda, why are you freezing? That's so funny. Maybe because of the AC? Maybe you should let one of our friends who doesn't have any camp out with you. All right, I'm gonna take a little sip of the soda. We got a Diet Coke with the state of Massachusetts on it tonight. I've been to Massachusetts once, I've been to Boston. 14 seconds left. I went to Boston in 2020, right before the pandemic, and it was nice out there. It wasn't too hot, too cold. 3 seconds, and then we'll be back. Hello, everybody, back again from break. Meteorologist Allie Blake in for Dennis tonight on Dennis Phillips Live. You know, they keep letting me back here, so I must be doing something good. Or you guys are having fun, at least. Again, hello, Tony. We are saying hi to everyone here on all platforms. We're on Spot, we're on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You name it, we are about here. Of course, talking about the tropics. I got my little flag, so we're cheering on Team USA from DPL. And hopefully we pull off that win, that game. Almost a little over 11 minutes away. So that is exciting. We are also always just excited, you know, to cheer on our hometown team. And I'm gonna see what you guys are saying on social media, because I always love to say hi to you guys. Let's see what we got here. I also put down earlier for my question of the day, I know you guys saw. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. Oh no, okay. Let me see if I get there for you guys, because I want to talk about something, technical difficulties. So earlier today, though, I did post on my page, USA or Belgium, and I want to know your responses in the comments. I'm going to tell you some of the ones I got from earlier today. Someone said USA 3, Belgium 2. I think that's a good score. Someone said, I like Team USA to win by 2 goals. Someone said, I'm not a football fan, but I've been keeping up with the Cup this year. Did you guys just hear that? We got some thunder going on. It has been really storming right above the station. I'm gonna see if I can pull up one of our cameras again to see exactly what's going on over top of us, because it has just been noisy out here, folks. Let me see if I can move this for you guys so we can see what's going on as well. I hope you, oh my gosh, did you see that? You probably didn't, it probably just cut off right there. Okay, I just saw some really cool lightning, so we're gonna move it back over here, if I can, and show you guys. Okay, we're going double boxing with me in the graphics, because I think we could see some lightning, maybe. And I'll also move the camera back and forth so you guys can see a little better. Let me move that real quick, zoom out. I've always wondered, how many times a year do you guys think that lightning hits Raymond James Stadium? I feel like it's got to be pretty often, right? Maybe? Yes? No? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. Hello, friends who keep on joining. Some of you guys I know popping in and out. I think we just saw some lightning again. That was cool. I'm going to put on the Rivergate Tower camera so we can kind of see a little bit of a bigger picture of that thunder and lightning. I could just sit here and watch the storms on our camera all day, all night. I'm eat, sleep, breathe weather though. And nothing, I always just will get super excited when I see storms move through. Let me put this back so you can see both of us together. We're gonna watch this storm in the distance, because isn't it so cool out there? Right over the airport, West Shore. I think 275 is probably dry, but it's probably getting really close to 275. Let's see what you guys are saying on social media so I can talk to you guys. USA. I think we just had some lightning. I looked down, so I may have missed it. But let me go back here. Let's see what you guys are also saying on social media, and then we'll kind of get to our last little break, because sometimes I forget about the breaks. I am Motor Mouth Alley over here. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Dominique says, not a drop in her part of Newport Richey. I am so sorry. Linda said, what's the radio station to get the weather for Pinellas County so I can get weather that he missed from DPL? I can look that up for you, Dominique, and I'll let you know. Right over me. Hello, Kaylee. USA is coming into the stadium. Woo! Got my little flag here. We must be twins. I love thunderstorms. I love a good thunderstorm. Someone is probably Googling it, I'm sure. Send some of that rain to the east, please. Now, I'm going to go to the next and last break, because we got about 5 minutes once we get back. All right, friends, in the home stretch on social media, so we're gonna watch this thunderstorm go on by. I have, I don't know if you guys have ever had Frankie's Italian Deli, but I have a leftover chicken taco, like one of their chicken cutlet tacos for dinner, and I am so excited to eat it when I get back. Usually on my breaks, I go back to my house, I go take out the dog. Someone said, let's make waffles out of Belgium. That's so funny. Ooh, we got some good thunder here at the station. And we got even better lightning. Did you just see that? Except whenever I cheer on the lightning, I get excited for it. Then I remember, hopefully it doesn't hit anyone's home or their car or anything important, because I don't want that to happen. But as a meteorologist, lightning is pretty fascinating. We got about 30 seconds left before we're back from break. Let's see what we got. Oh, someone said something kind of crazy on TikTok. TikTok's always where we get some crazy comments. Facebook, we get some, I feel like it's a little more tame. Dominique's gonna go watch the game. Bye, Dominique. Oh, we got some more thunderstorms. A lot more lightning. Let's see what we got. Yes, I am feeling relaxed, Michael. You know, I actually slept in till about 10:30 this morning, which is highly unusual for myself. I think I had just had so much sun over the weekend that I just was able to be tired. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I think we're back from break. Hello. Well, everybody, meteorologist Sally Blake in for Dennis tonight on Dennis Phillips Live. We got about 3 minutes left before we go back, and we're also going to cheer on Team USA as it takes on Belgium for the World Cup. Hopefully we win, guys. You know, I hope we can keep pushing on, you know, as a host country. I know that, you know, for the USA, it's not really, you know, as easy for us to push on through. We're not historically the best soccer team, but we are doing so well, and I hope this miracle continues. Art says, no official number of lightning strikes on Raymond James Stadium. I feel like I need to ask somebody that. Beautiful and impressive shot of that storm, I know. Isn't it been so cool? Go Bolts, go USA, Sandy. We are cheering on the team. We are excited. And exactly, yeah. Does anyone have a favorite player as we watch the rest of this storm go on by? Who else is getting any rain? Someone said, where are you streaming the USA game? You know, Kaylee, you can watch it on cable. You can watch it on all sorts of places. Give it a quick little Google search. Good night, Mary. Thank you, Linda. We got about 2 minutes left. So if you have any pressing questions, answer them below. All right, TikTok, I'm gonna have to block some people on there. People are saying some crazy things. Hope you guys all have safe travels. If you are coming back from the long weekend, and you're enjoying your break, hopefully we get some more rain across the board, because we definitely need that rain, and hopefully we continue to see it. Now, most of these showers should start to wrap up soon, but in the meantime, we are just waiting for the calm after the storm. And we're seeing some heavy downpours in the town and country area. Greater Carrollwood, just above the airport. What do we got here? We got less than a minute left. Someone said, enjoy my dinner. Yes, tacos. I'm having a Taco Monday, even though it's a pasta taco Monday. That's what we got here. City of Safety Harbor says, been trying to say, do the dance to feed the grass. Yes, I hope we can get you some rain here in Safety Harbor. My TikTok friends, hello TikTok people. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for staying all night. Thank you, Kathy. Again, we're going to just continue to watch this nice little storm push on by. Tomorrow, I'm trying to think of some fun things to do for DPTL. So if you guys got any ideas, maybe some trivia, maybe some other things too. We'll also talk a little bit more about the tropics and the dust, maybe when we could see something next. But for now, we have about 30 seconds, so we are going to start to wrap up here. Thank you guys for joining us on Tampa Bay 28 on the spot. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. We are here, and I want to say, go USA, let's beat Belgium. Hopefully tonight we can all cheer and be proud of our fellow Americans. I hope you guys all have a happy, great, and safe evening and a great rest of your week. Thank you guys. Goodbye.